Fair of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down at the 30.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. We ain't giving him nothing.
Derrick Henry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Morgan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Jonathan Taylor.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He'll return it from the 6. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Morgan off of play action. This is intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Jonathan Taylor.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, Morgan with it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Henry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Morgan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Taylor. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down. Taylor gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eason gets hit and the ball pops free.
James Morgan sacked. Fumble on the play.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Return there, give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Here's Morgan to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Morgan looks to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Colts nothing. Matt Gay.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. And he comes back with one complete. Will Fuller. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Morgan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Morgan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Morgan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that'll set them back 5. Chise on 2nd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Chise. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along.
Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight. I got you, pump. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Morgan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On on second down. Here's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Morgan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Eason. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Eason's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. From the gun is Eason. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down.
On first down, Jacob Eason. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And Myers able to knock it through.
Is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's
third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Taylor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And a Colts first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. The give to Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, It's Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll run with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 44. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw is Morgan. Throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Morgan. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Morgan now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
26-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Morgan. And this is caught at the end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Ertz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. Put a big-time drive in that situation.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Eason going for the deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game.
Jets 17, Colts 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Made by Malik Hooker. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts 13.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Morgan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Colts on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
It's third down.
Eason sets to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
58, right over there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
5-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Derrick, run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Key tight end, 40.
Here's Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From a yard out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 20-all.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Morgan on 1st down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there.
At the 42-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Morgan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Henry. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, here's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Kill, turn up.
Back to throw. Morgan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Taylor, the Colts ball carrier. He was brought down by Marcus.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
$1 up.